Autocad Electrical. Autocad Electrical is a version of Autocad, and it's got the full functionality of standard Autocad in addition to electrical functionality. As an example, you can quite clearly see standard functionality here, but we can switch to the schematic tab and it will give you context sensitive commands all relating to drawing schematics. If I select the panel tab, we only see panel related commands. Of course, the customer, if required, can actually revert back to standard Autocad just by going to a traditional 2D drafting and annotation mode. This is typically what the standard Autocad will look like. In addition, if they prefer the traditional classic toolbars, you can also change your workspace to an Autocad Electrical Classic mode. In this instance, we're going to be operating using ribbons. Autocad Electrical can automatically create drawing index sheets. As an example, if I just right click over a project and I do drawing list report, new report, you can very quickly see the report generator create our drawing index sheet. Just by simply clicking change report format, we've got the ability to change the fields that are reported. We can include the installation, the location details, and also specify where fields are going to be shown and what the field headers are going to be called. Once you're happy with the information, you can save this information out as Excel spreadsheet information as an example. And we can also put on drawing. If the report is already on a drawing, it will automatically update the information irrespective of which drawing you're currently in. Therefore meaning the consistency of information from your drawings. And there's our new revised drawing index sheet. We also very quick and easy, we've got our information out in a usable format. Of course, this could be used for document transmittal notes, or indeed could be used for OEM manuals, etc. Let's go back to Autocad Electrical. I'm just going to go next drawing. So we'll start off drawing three-phase wires. I can select empty space going horizontal. I can specify my wire type and draw three wires in one hit. Right click, that's the key to this software. Right click over a wire, you get wire commands. Right click over a component, you'll get component commands. I'm going to right click and I want to repeat the same command, and I want to drag down from the top wires. If I want the wires to go to the right or to the left, notice how it automatically fillets my wires. It automatically puts the donuts on the intersections. Right click over a wire, it will only show me wire commands. In this instance, I want to insert a component. Autocad Electrical comes with IEC symbol library. It also is supplied with GIC, GIS, GB, AS, IEC 61082, ISO 1219 for pneumatics, ISO 1219 for hydraulics, and also a basic P&ID library. You'll also notice that the single line diagram components as well, because you can draw single line diagrams using the software, or topology drawings. I would like a breaker, 3-pole, thermal magnetic. It builds a symbol parametrically, in other words it analyses the phase gap distance, builds a symbol on the fly, and of course we can assign manufacturer and part at this moment in time. The software is supplied with over 750,000 manufacturers' parts built into the parts database. Plus, in addition, you can also tie your own parts in, or indeed hook Autocad Electrical into your stock control system or ERP system. You can also include your own internal part numbers and also alternative supplier details. You'll note that it's automatically pulled in the pin information as well. Right click repeats the command. I would like to have motor control, motor starter, three-phase contacts, and I place these down building to the right. I want to link these three contacts to a circuit that I've already done. By selecting project, I can select K1, which is on a different sheet, as you can see, sheet 3. I'll say accept, and it automatically pulls in the pin numbers from the manufacturer's parts designation, and also pulls in the surname of the actual device and puts the pin annotation on as well. Right click again repeats the command. I'm going to have a series of terminals, so I'm going to have a square with terminal number, and we'll place the terminal down here. We'll call it X1, terminal strip number 1. Autocad Electrical fully supports multi-deck terminals and even supports internal jumpering as well if required. I'm going to say OK and just repeat, and as you can see, as I keep placing the item down, it'll automatically increment the terminals up to the next available number. When you right click over a device, I can simply copy a component such as a terminal, and I might want to make this terminal E as an example, and we'll say accept. Right click over the wire, I want to insert another component, motor control, 3-phase motor, and we'll place the 3-phase motor down here. This component's obviously not housed in the control panel, so we can specify what location it's housed in. And we'll give it a description as well. We'll just call it motor number 1 and we'll say OK. If I want to draw a wire up to that component, just right click over the device and you'll see you've got the option insert wire, and as I drag a wire out, it automatically connects up to that point. I can draw straight through a component and it will automatically trim back the wires. Right click again if I want to convert the wire type. Of course I could have specified this up front. I want to convert the wire type to an earth, and it changed the whole equipotential. You don't have to pick each individual line entity. I'm going to add an earth point. We'll place that down, and we'll also add a multi-core cable as well. In Autocad, people will generally draw a multi-core cable using either the ellipse command, or they'll draw 2 circles, 2 dash link lines, and then trim out the half moons. Very few people, for whatever reason, use the arc command. We can assign a manufacturer and part to the cable if we wish. So in this instance it might be a 4-conductor, and we'll say accept and OK, and you'll see that it automatically has drawn our parametric cable. Putting some wire numbers on here, we want some 3-phase wire numbers, and of course we might want L1, L2, L3. This is called the 3-phase wire numbering system, but there is no restriction, so it's extremely flexible and even takes into account aerospace numbering conventions because of that reason. We'll say accept. We want to do a fence insert. Because these are fixed wire numbers, I've just placed them on a cyan colour. Now of course these wires are going from one page to another, a bit similar to roads in a road atlas going from one page to another. So we can add an arrow, and we're going to put a unique code on here. I'm just going to call it M1, standing for mains 1, and we'll say accept. And of course I'd like to use this as being M2 as an example, and this one as M3, and we'll just say OK. Zoom extents. None of our projects numbered as of yet, and you can see I've got obviously another schematic here as well. So project wide, if I want to number all of the wires, we can do that, but first of all I suppose I'll just add another 3-phase wire numbering system. We might want to have U1, V1, W1. So hold the 1 but increment the U, and I'm going to place those down just there. For the rest of the wire numbers I'm going to automatically number. Just right click, wire numbers, automatic wire numbers, and I want to number everything in one hit, retag all, project wide. However, what I can do as well is specify that all earth cables as an example should be numbered E. Project wide, sequential drawing from drawing, retag all, and that's our entire project completely numbered. I'm going to go to the next drawing now, and what I'd like to do is link this drawing with the previous one. So I just simply right click over the end of the wire on a destination arrow, select recent, I can hit on L1, M1, I can say accept and OK update source. and automatically it's updated the previous